see.
That's where them big black trucks get rear-ended at.
No, they get rear-ended in Pasco County.
That's because they got out of their neighborhood.
Yeah. So funny. Hi, everybody who just joined.
Brenton.
Hello.
Hey, Brenton.
We got Juliana and Lori and Kathleen. How y'all doing?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing good too. For that was Friday, but I keep meaning it's Wednesday.
Very, very close. Very close.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Almost.
For me, it is.
Lucky.
I know Peter asked me, why don't you even come in for 2 days? I don't know.
This is true.
Because I don't want to be out in the hot sun anymore.
Yeah, it would be a bit much out there right now.
Ooh, I hear thunder.
Lori said it's been storming up in New Tampa.
It's thundering right outside here at headquarters.
Hmm.
Juliana, you're over in USF, right?
Yes, it's sunny over here too.
Yeah, well, you're just across the street from us, so.
You want to make sure you're not crazy.
You're gonna laugh, Juliana. I have a cat named Juliana.
What kind of cat is it?
You're gonna laugh at that too. It's it's what they call a tortie.
I don't think I ever heard of it.
It's a tortoiseshell.
Oh.
And people call them a tortie for short, but it's a tortoiseshell.
You have to show us a picture one day.
I would if I had one, but I got her at the. I got her at the pound. Somebody called and says, Mike, I know how much you have a heart. This cat, it's been here for 6 months. It was supposed to have been put down 3 months ago.
Oh my God.
But everybody likes a tortie, but this cat won't let nobody touch it. So it's at its last day if nobody gets it. I said, oh, man. I went and got her, and I got her, and I came home, opened the cage. I didn't see her for a solid 3 months.
Oh my God.
I knew she was there because she'd eat food and leave the kitty litter a mess, and drink some water, but I never saw her for 3 solid months.
Wow.
She hid under the couch or somewhere. I don't know.
Is she better now?
Oh, yeah. I can't get rid of her now. That's been almost a year and a half I had her.
Bailey wants a play date.
Who wants a play date?
Bailey wants a play date. I think she told me that.
That's funny.
Well, Kathleen, it's set time. It's 3 o'clock if you want to get started.
Sure thing. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody had a nice long weekend, and we're in June already. So just moving right along. For those of you that are new, I'm not sure if we have any new faces today. I'm Kathleen Koviak, and the chair of this Tampa Bay Area University CTST. And my position, I work at University of South Florida and oversee our substance use prevention. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll start with some quick introductions. I know it can be kind of difficult virtually, so I can call on people if that helps. But we can start with our vice chair, Mani.
Hi, I'm Monty Wertz, and so glad to see everybody. I want to let you know that I also have Katie Godwin in my office, who is also from the University of Tampa. She's going to sign on, and we will mute each other so you don't hear us talking to each other. But anyway, it's so good to see you guys, and excited to talk about traffic safety.
Great.
Thanks, Mani. Breton?
Yes, I'm Brenton Mosier. I am a program planner analyst at University of South Florida Center for Urban Transportation Research, also known as Cutter.
Great, welcome, Brenton. Jelena?
Hi, I'm Jelena Weber. I also work at USF Cutter. I'm the what am I? Training support specialist.
Thanks, Jelena. Brandon Drawhorn?
Hi, I'm Brandon Drawhorn. I'm a safety engineering technician too with the District 7 Safety Office.
Great, welcome. Katie Godwin?
Hi, everyone. We're duplicating because we're in the same office. I'm moving spaces across campus. I'm at the University of Tampa with emergency operations and happy to be here.
Thanks, Katie. Kelly Fearon?
Hi everyone, Kelly Fearon with City of Tampa Traffic Engineering.
Janine Lawrence?
Hello, it's Janine with Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I'm a program specialist doing education and outreach.
Officer Nicole Marchesano?
Here we go. Hi, Officer Nicole Marchesano and Bailey with the University of South Florida Police Department. Happy to be here.
Thanks. Hi, Bailey. Paige Niehaus?
Good afternoon. I'm Paige Niehaus. I'm the campus president at the Dale Mabry campus for Hillsborough Community College.
Wonderful. Bala?
Bala Padmanabhan, a consultant for the District Safety Office, DOT.
Great. Lori?
Lori Palayo, Traffic Engineer, JMT.
And then we have Melissa and Michael here as well. Would you like to introduce yourselves too?
Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa Shepard with JMT.
Hey, everybody. This is Mike Zinn with the Department of Transportation, your CTST program manager.
Wonderful. Welcome, everybody. So we'll start by just going over our minutes from last meeting in May, our kind of inaugural meeting. They're on the screen, and I know they were sent out in the invitation as well, so feel free to go through those, and if there's any changes, let us know.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion to approve as read.
I'll second.
Great, and the minutes are approved. Thank you both. And then I think we just had Danielle McDonald join. Danielle, would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
Sure. So sorry, I've not been able to make one of these meetings before this, but I'm Danielle McDonald. I'm the Associate President and the Dean of Students at the USF Tampa campus. I have been reading along with the minutes and keeping up with the work of the team.
Thank you, Dean McDonald. We're glad you could join us today. So to get started, we have our problem identification and follow-up. So we have the 3 incidents that were brought up last meeting from Monty, Gabe, and the other one from Joseph from the HCC campus. Any further information on those? I know some of them were things that were going to be addressed in the school year, given that traffic patterns look different in the summer. So just wanted to share those and see if there's any other updates.
Kathleen, I invited the city of Tampa on here, and that's Kelly. Kelly, have you had a chance to review any of these problem locations within the city area?
We did send that first one about the signal to our smart mobility group. And in the fall, we can send someone out and kind of look at the timing and see if there's any adjustments that we can make.
Kelly, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
I guess for the next one, I wasn't 100% sure I understood where the request on Cass Street for an additional crossing is. We do have one in front of the Straz at that signal, kind of once you come down the bridge. So I wasn't sure that I completely understood the request for that or where it was.
And Kelly, I don't think Gabe is on the call, but I'm at the University of Tampa also with Gabe. And I believe, so there's one by the Straz. I'm going to back up a second. We have a substantial number of students who are living at the Henry and at the Anchor, which are non-campus properties. We also have a contract with the Barrymore Hotel, which we've had for many years. So we have over 500 students who are living right past the Straz. So they're coming over the Cass Street Bridge. There are shuttles that do service each of those properties. But we have students that are every day crossing that area. There is a crosswalk by the Straz, but the second crosswalk is actually past the Cass Street, past the entrance to campus. So if students don't cross at the Straz, if they walk on the north side of the bridge, of the Cass Street Bridge, when they come over, they're then running across in front of Tampa Prep, because the other crosswalk is closer to that second light with North Boulevard. And so we've just had some complaints from Tampa Prep parents and things like that our students are crossing in an unsafe manner. And some of it just seems to be the location of that crosswalk.
Gotcha. Well, we can send someone out and we'll take a look. I think when they put in the crosswalk, part of the location was because you have that merge lane into UT University Drive. So we really didn't want a crosswalk into the merge lane and the turn lane there. So I think the location was picked mostly to try and minimize the conflicts, which is kind of why it's on that side. But we will send someone out and take a look. I can't promise that we'd be able to move it, but we'll take a look.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and you can't move it that much closer to with Cass Street Bridge because of the span of the bridge. You don't want a situation where when you come over the bridge, you're all of a sudden. So no, it's just an unusual setup right there. We are doing some construction there over the summer with there's some significant construction going on over there, but I don't think the entrance is going to move. So I do think, because of course with CSX we have to of course honor their wishes as well. So I don't think we're going to move the entrance. It would be helpful if we could move the entrance just a smidge down, but I don't know that that's going to happen.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Monty, I'm not familiar with the area, but it sounds like, is it an issue? Maybe we could get enforcement to come out there and help educate the pedestrians, or maybe we could put up a handrail to kind of corral them down to a certain point. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the area. That's why I have Kelly guys here.
Yeah, Mike, if I can share the screen, I can bring it up.
I'm sorry.
If I can share the screen, I can bring that location in the.
I've got it up right now, Bala. If you guys just let me know where it's at exactly, I can zoom in. I'm sharing screen.
Yeah, that's a bridge there.
Oh, there you go, Bala. Okay.
Heading towards the Straz Center.
Yeah, if you can go the other way.
The other way, okay.
Yeah, because that's the crosswalk by the Straz, which is great. So if you come, there's the span of the bridge.
Right about there.
If you keep going.
Yeah, there's.
Okay, so there's the entrance. There's the crosswalk. If you back up a little bit, the actual entrance to the university is right here. Okay. And the pedestrian entrance is to the left. So see where the Jeep is turning?
Yes.
Our students tend to cross right in front of the Jeep.
Oh, okay.
And so that's the problem. And what Kelly was referring to is, of course, there's the turn lane, which makes having a crosswalk there kind of impractical. But where the Jeep is, if you had installed a crosswalk there, someone coming over the bridge, not knowing there's a crosswalk there, might be going at a speed that they couldn't actually stop.
Yeah, sight distance problem. Yeah.
So it's just to use a professional term, it's just a little bit of a cluster. But Mike's idea, though, about the handrail on the sidewalk, I don't know if that would actually be a deterrent or not. If there was a handrail down that sidewalk, so it was more difficult for them to run across the street right there.
Well, the problem with the handrail is it encroaches into what we call the clear zone, and of course, it's being in that area, it's going to become a maintenance problem because people will hit it, it gets damaged, and it ends up being an expensive maintenance item down the road. But now I see this area. The only other solution, and Molly, correct me if I'm wrong, is not just a regular crosswalk, but a full-blown PED signal so that the signal's high enough above that line of sight issue so people could see a red light.
Yeah, you need to lay out the sight distance from the speed limit, I think is 30 miles an hour on Cass.
Yeah.
So based on that, you got to see what the stopping sight distance is, and then you got to see if there's enough space to put a crosswalk there.
And I don't know if you could get in and even get in there to get mast arms in there because it just looks like a lot going on.
I don't know, is it any chance of moving the RFP closer to the right about there? I don't know, you can move it here.
I think if you move it there, then you have your merge lane and your turn lane kind of at that conflict point. So we really didn't want to put it where that merge lane comes in.
Why is it? Why are they not walking up there to cross over there? Is there a difficulty? They're taking a shortcut to the school.
They have to pass the entrance.
Okay.
That's why. To get to the crosswalk. So in their minds, to be expedient, it's just better to run across the street.
Is there a fence?
They're saving 50 feet.
Yeah. Is there a fence there, or is it kind of got an opening somewhere that there is? Because I know the railroad tracks goes through there.
Right. There's the railroad tracks, and then beyond the railroad tracks, there's a fence, and there's a pedestrian entrance, kind of where the Jeep is a little bit down from that, and then there's a vehicular entrance as well. What may also alter this in the next couple of years is I know the West Riverwalk is going to the West Riverwalk does come out around that building, but I know they're going to take it over onto the Tampa Prep side, so that may alter this intersection even further.
How much right of way do we think we have in there, Kelly? Behind that sidewalk?
On the university side, on UT, I'm not sure because the railroad tracks are there, so
I know that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm questioning. The only reason I question that, maybe you can put up a natural barrier, like on the other side of the street, you see the hedge. Whoops. Well, stay still.
Mike, I want to tell you about the Cass Street bike path. We did the Cass Street west of North Boulevard, and there's another project that starts at North Boulevard and ties in with the one all the way close to Ashley. That's being done by KCA.
Okay.
City project.
This is a gap, like bicycle facility wise, where our two-way cycle track ends over the bridge. That's something we're long-term looking at. How can we carry that bike piece over the bridge and do that a little bit better? But that's a little bit more of a longer term look.
But you know what I was saying there, Kelly? You see how the hedge is on the other side of the street? If we put a hedge on this side, on the back side of the sidewalk, maybe that'll deter the kids from crossing it there because they'd have to try to get through that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It'd be like a natural barrier. Put a hedge there
I
all the way down to the bridge.
The fence, though, already on the university side all the way until the gate. So we still have that pedestrian gate, but we could take a look. I can definitely bring it up, see if there's an option to kind of do something.
If that's the vehicular gate that you just walked through, and the pedestrian gate from this view is to the right. See all the scooters?
Oh yeah. I see them
They
everywhere.
look so neat in that picture. Normally it's just a big pile of them.
I know it. I'm gonna say somebody went out there and straightened them up for a picture. But maybe, like, I'm thinking, just put a natural barrier down there, like a nice set of hedges or something, and still stay on the city property instead of the CSX won't let you do anything. The CSX police will get you big time.
Yes, they will.
Do you have a pedestrian count there by any chance? Anybody counted how many people are crossing?
Not that I'm aware of. And it's not just pedestrians either. I mean, we're looking at them, but it's scooters as well.
Yeah.
And skateboards.
Everybody's using a shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. Let's leave it on here for the next time and see if anybody comes up with some more ideas.
Yeah,
I know
I'll take a
Ke-
look at it and see if anything we can do to fix it.
and let Kelly, Kelly with the city, to see what they can possibly think about in that area.
Sounds good.
That was number 2.
Yes, that was the second one. And then we have the Lowest Avenue crossing to get to the HCC campus is posing an issue. Any follow-up there?
Yeah. Can you click on the map?
I think this is one we've been working with the CRA for, and it's been brought up before. So I don't have an update this meeting, but I can find out with our team. But I think it's kind of a process we've been working on with the CRA to talk about this location.
Yeah, you see where the apartment complex is, Kelly?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what Joseph was talking about, where the entrance is to the parking lot to the school there, I don't remember how many kids were there in HCC. There was, 400 or 500 of them. They all come out that entrance right there and cross right there. They don't go down to the roundabout.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all them kids crossing in that one spot.
I think there used to be a crosswalk there years ago that got removed, and I'm not 100% sure the history of it, but I know this is on our radar, and we've been kind of working with the CRA as they're looking at all of this area.
Okay. Is it possible you guys with the city can come up with some kind of idea and give us an idea what you might be planning to do there in a timetable?
Yeah, once I follow up with the CRA, we can kind of get
Great.
back to you. I think we wanted to look at it overall, the pedestrian improvements in the area, and get an understanding of their priorities and include this location within it.
That's great. Thank you.
Great, Kelly, we appreciate your help. Any other incidents or areas that people want to bring up to add to this list for future review? All right, well, we'll keep it at those 3 for now then, that we'll continue to monitor and think about solutions. And if more arise, we'll keep that running tally. So we'll move on to item 3. So we have our reports from law enforcement and other activity reports. I know Nicole is here from USFPD. I'm not sure if there's any activity reports that you have to share.
Not in the last couple of months, or what I would say is nothing outstanding that I would announce. So there's nothing out of the ordinary. And again, we don't have the full population back. So even doing statistics from months ago to a year ago, it's kind of skewed. So there's nothing extraordinary to it.
Thank you, Officer Nicole. And then I don't think we have any bicycle or pedestrian reports or anything on that front as of yet, unless I'm mistaken. And so we did have a fatal crash map that was generated. So I think Michelle can pull that up, or Melissa can pull that up. So we've got our campuses on there with a 1 mile radius, I believe, around each one. And it looks like this shows any fatal crashes as of May 23rd, if I'm reading that correctly.
Well, we had one within that mile radius around the University of South Florida out on Fletcher. You see it?
So those dots right there, that's where the incident is.
Yeah, that's an incident. If you come over here, it just says other. So I didn't pull up the actual report to see what type of other it was, but you did have a fatal right there on Fletcher.
What time frame is this? It says as of May, so how far back does it go?
There I was talking without unmuting. This is just for 2022. So January 1st up until whatever they dated this map at. They May 22nd, it said.
Thank you.
Lori, do you know other specifics?
Yeah, this was pulled from Signal 4. We pulled them as of May 23rd, 2022. And just pulled the fatals along the 1 mile radius of the campuses. There are other campuses for HCC. We just pulled Dale Mabry, but if anybody wants, we could grab the EBOR data and other HCC data. Yeah.
And that's your total Hillsborough County so far for the year.
All right, thank you for generating those reports. And then if there's no other comments on that, we can just move on to our announcements and open forum. So just open the floor to anybody, share any updates they have.
Okay, I'll go first. So the University of South Florida is hosting an ICANN Bike Camp, which is a camp that helps special needs kids learn how to independently. Someone is giving has a mic on.
Bala, can you mute?
So we have our ICANN Bike Camp, which is June 13th through 17th. So it's a little under 2 weeks away. And, they bring in 2 staffers and we help, there's 5 sessions where kids learn how to independently ride 2-wheel bicycles. They progress from adapted bicycles to regular bicycles and hopefully eventually transition to their own. And one of the things we are still looking for is we need some volunteers. And particularly people who can come every day of the week, because if you work every day with the same rider, you kind of bond with that person. And so if you guys have any students or anything that are looking for volunteer hours, we will give credit for that. And so I will drop the link in there in the chat so you can see where to register, and I will send the requirements for the camp.
Great, thanks, Breton. That sounds like fun. I hope that goes well. Do you know how many you typically have participate in that?
So this is our 2nd year of doing the camp. So last year was our kind of inaugural camp, and it actually, and local advocate brought this to our attention because she heard about it in Orlando, and we were going to have one in 2020, but then the pandemic started and we just had to abandon it. So this organization travels all around the country and hosts camps, and so we are hosting them. And we are hosting it at the UACDC, and so they determine based on the size of the gym and et cetera, like how many we can have. So it's 25 students. So 5 in each session. The sessions are 75 minutes long. And so they, so 25 is how many we will have, and we have filled up this year. We filled up last year. We have a wait list. We had a wait list last year. This is a pretty popular program.
Great, I hope that goes well. Other updates from the group.
Kathleen, I've got some calendar updates.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, June, let's see, is the National Safety Month. Of course, our hurricane season started this month, so everybody, please get yourself prepared. They're calling for a very active season. It's also safe summer travel all the way through this 31st of July. June 2nd, which is tomorrow, is the cold hard facts of underage drinking. It's going to be a presentation over in Pinellas County by Shana Finkel, which is our national SAD president. She happens to go to school in Pasco County, so we've been blessed to have the national recognition right here in our own district this year. And she's asked us to come to a meeting with us next month because she'll be out of school. So she'd like to come and see what, because she's going to college. So she'd like to, and she does participate at some of the other CTSTs. So she's interested to see how a college CTST is running. So I hope we get a little more proficient to impress the young lady so she can take her knowledge and maybe start something at another school. It's National Ride to Work Day. It's on Motorcycle Safety Day. It's the same day. It's on the 20th of June. The 27th is Tire Safety Week. And that's what you got for the whole. Now we also have something we call the 100 Deadly Days of Summer. It runs the whole, it's 100 days. It runs from the first right on through to the end of summer. So a lot of people don't pay attention. They're in a hurry. They're hot and everything else. So we have a lot of fatalities this time of the year. So please everybody be safe on that. That's your calendar updates.
Great, thank you, Mike. Other updates?
I have one. So I'm not sure if many of y'all seen like the little safe. Oh, I got my blur on, but like the cabinets with the wraps on them, the safety cabinets. We're trying to get feedback on those and trying to understand what your thoughts are about those. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat here, and if you see them around, just put your thoughts, what you think about them. If you can, also share it.
Can you explain more about those cabinets for those who might not be familiar?
Yeah, sure. Let me unblur my screen real fast. So I don't know if many of y'all saw, but like these cabinets around, there's some close to Fowler, there's some close to UT, and we do have a few close to ACC. But basically they're wrapped. They have kind of like a educational scene there. So we basically been trying to get feedback on what your thoughts about when you first see it, what you think about, what kind of message it give off to you.
They're also, primarily it also gives a lot of indications or information on how to use the signals. There's one in there with a deaf person. It shows the sign language, how to use the crosswalks. Same thing with the visually impaired. It shows all different issues that people have, and it just kind of guides them along how to use the crosswalks. Is the message that are on the wraps. Is that right, Juliana?
Correct.
And I think it's Julie and Brenton that are overseeing the survey. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got something here I'd like to share with the team and get the team's opinion. Melissa, can you bring up our $20,000 drink? This is one of the cards that we're planning on getting printed. It's a tip card, and on the back side of it, I don't know if Melissa's got that on there too. That's how you arrive at over a $20,000 cocktail in the state of Florida. And it's just one of the versions that we're considering. We're looking. We can only print one of them. That's the second version with the police officer showing, and then that's the third version. You're just clicking right through there. I can't talk that fast. You gonna hold still, Melissa? This is another version. It shows the handcuffs, a key fob, the fingerprinting, and a cocktail. And it has the same information on the back side of it as well. And then the third version.
I think I went through all three, Mike. So it's this one with the phone,
Right.
the police officer.
There's the police officer. That was the third version. We just want to get some opinions. And since you guys work with a lot of younger students and stuff like that, we're hoping one would jump out more than the others. We had a meeting this morning with our impaired driving coalition that we have here in Tampa. This particular one that's on the screen right now, nobody really voted for that one because they feel law enforcement's had a rough couple of years already. You know, without being picked on right now, here's your shot to blow in the machine and something like this. You know, because between the Black Lives Matters and the defunding the police and the COVID and everything else, we just feel like police really needs to probably be not out to the forefront right at the moment. But the
I
other
like the
two,
handcuff.
I'm sorry.
I like the handcuffs and the drink and the fingerprints. That's kind of reality hitting you in the face right there. So I like that one. Popo approved.
Actually, it was a unanimous approval from our other meeting we had this morning.
I like that one too.
The one with the phone, it kind of looked good and we liked it. A lot of people liked it, but when you stop thinking about it, it almost like it's encouraging you to text and drive, which we really don't want to go down that road either. But if you guys would like, take a screenshot of it and pass it around to your friends and stuff. I'm not needing the message. I'm not needing this today or tomorrow, but if you want to pass any of these around and get some opinions, I know, Kathleen, you're involved with some of these impaired problems. Nicole, I know you're out there on the campus. I don't know about with the other two campuses who's involved with those programs. If you like, I could even send you the or Melissa can. As a matter of fact, she could send you the PDFs on these so you can pass them around and take a look and get some opinions and then get back with us on it.
Yeah, Melissa, can you send those? That would be awesome.
Yes,
Yeah, I'd be happy
after the meeting. Sorry.
And I'd be happy to run this by some of our students that we have around this summer and get their opinion on
Sure.
what might appeal to them and their perceptions.
Okay, well, you're the first team to see it, so we value your opinion because you're dealing with it. You're dealing with an age group that's out there impaired a lot. You know, they do get involved with more things than others, and maybe they don't realize. You know, a simple cocktail costs them over $20,000 these days. Not counting, you know, what happens when your parents find out.
Hey, Mike, that's a key fob in there, right? Next to the
Yes, it
the
is.
drink? Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah, most of the cars today have nothing but key fobs, I think. So anyway, I just wanted to pass that by you guys just to see what we can do with it and get your opinion on them. From you all and your friends.
I saw a couple people typing. So, yeah, Janine and Danielle like the handcuffs as well, but maybe make the keys a little bit more visible so you can tell it relates to drinking and driving, perhaps. Excellent. I think those will be good to be able to hand out and show on social media and things to make students aware of, not just getting your license taken away or things like that, but the actual cost and other ramifications of those decisions. Thanks for sharing that. And then, yeah, one more comment on the phone one might be too detailed. Yeah, I think there was a lot of text on there, so it's kind of hard to maybe see what that is at first glance. It might not match the message as much. Good feedback. All right, any other updates from the group?
Hey, Mike. Do you think that the university geofencing project would be a good future presentation?
You talking about the one we did last fall?
Yes.
For UT and USF?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good, Brent, if you want to plan on that.
Okay.
Speaking of the next meeting, we haven't picked a location. Ms. Chair.
Yes, no location yet. I wanted to see, I know at our kickoff meeting, we talked about when we did meet in person once a quarter that we might want to rotate around to the different campuses. I know for the kickoff, we met at the Department of Transportation offices. So I think Mike said that is an option too. So I know that's the first week of July and people might be traveling for the holiday. So no, it's not ideal in that sense, but just want to see if anybody would want to host or I know I remember Julie from Cutter said that there's rooms in Cutter on USF's campus as a possibility. So we could check with her or if reps from the other campus have thoughts on hosting.
I just wanted to say too, we at the University of Tampa, this would probably be something that we could host. I will not be here because of the holiday weekend, but Katie will be here. So if you did need another alternate location, we would probably be able to do that.
All right, thanks, Bonnie, for offering that. I think if people want to go on to University of Tampa, would that be feasible for folks?
I'm totally mobile and myself personally. I just don't have an address. Where would it be at, Monty?
It would be, of course, we're 401 West Kennedy Boulevard. That's the formal address for the institution. We would need to figure out where exactly on campus it would be, but it would be, on the campus somewhere.
I know there's parking available for visitors, correct?
There is at different locations around campus. So the location that we would normally use would be our campus safety training room, but unfortunately 3 o'clock is their shift change, so we can't use it at that time. So we would either go on the other side of North Boulevard into the Furman Center for the Arts, or we would come over by the river in the Southern Family Building. So, and there's visitor parking near both of those locations.
Okay, Monty, could you just get one of those locations, firmed up and then let Melissa know that so she can get that notification out to everybody at the location and parking and all that,
Absolutely. Katie's just volunteered to take care of that.
All right. I saw that.
Yeah, it's right here. So yeah, we're just talking back and forth. So yeah, no, that'll be our pleasure.
Great.
And we can
Excellent,
send a
thank you.
map out also to Melissa with sort of circles on it. So it'll be a little bit, it'll also offer a visual. I know sometimes campuses can seem like mazes.
'Cause I have no clue where it is. You're going to laugh. I don't even live in this county. I live in Brooksville. Melissa's laughing. She wished she lived where I did.
I really do. Plant City, that's where I'm at. But no, that's a great idea for the map because, you know, I've been to UT probably once or twice and got lost, of course. So yeah, maps would definitely be of assistance.
Wonderful. Thank you, Monty and Katie. Look forward to that. So that will be Wednesday, July 6th at 3. And so those details will be followed up with everybody, and feel free to invite others from your campus as well. And if there's nothing else, I think we can get out a little bit early today. So thanks everybody for being here. One more thing, Melissa?
Yep. So when you guys get me the information, or you gals, I will upload it to, or I get it uploaded on the website. So it will also be there just in case anybody forgets or they, you know, misplace my meeting invitation. Everything is always on the CTST website, either under the specific CTST or under the calendar notifications.
I need to ask, and I can't remember the young man's name that we had to have an interpreter for at the last in-person meeting.
Gabe.
That's
Gabe, yes. I need to confirm if he's going to be there so I can also get the interpreters there at that meeting. So he's not on today.
Actually, his position, I will tell you that the office that he works in, their building has been taken down. So they're all working remotely over the summer. So I'm not sure if he would come in that day for that meeting or if he would be remote.
Okay. All right. If that's it, that's all I needed to know about that. Mona, if he just, can you find out if he wants to come into that meeting?
Yes, I will email him actually right now.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, if anything comes up between now and the next meeting, feel free to be in touch. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you in July. Hope everybody has a good month.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.